Hey, good evening, my YouTube friends. How is everybody doing tonight? Sunday night. We are bunkered down, waiting for a snowstorm that we're supposed to get here in Jersey. They're saying that it's going to start at 4 a.m., but I don't know. It went from, 62 degrees all day today. 62 degrees. I don't understand what's happening with this weather. But, and it is, it's not even that late. It's like almost 9 o'clock at night, I guess. And it's freezing. Now I'm freezing. It's just so cold outside. So, what I wanted to do tonight, what I was doing in here, I said I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a grip. I'm doing it. It's happening. I have been working, I don't know, for like 2 hours, I guess. Just getting ready to put some things, in my shop for sale. I have my nice warm tea. You can't see this mug. I can't turn it sideways. But it says, "Go away, I'm crafting" on it. And yeah, it's custom made. I ordered it on Amazon. And then on the side it says, "My happy place." If I get to the end of it before this video, I'll flip it around and show you. It's so cute. I love it. It's like that Ray. It's like, I don't have any Ray done. This stuff is expensive. But this cup has the, I guess the lettering like Ray done. Love this cup. So I'm freezing. Okay. So what's going on my table? What am I doing? What am I planning? I'm holding off on that live sale. You know what? I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to work on this. This is going to be, I think this is going to be, this was a file folder, a big one. And they're like 12 by something. I ripped it down. I want it to be like a TN size. But I want it to be, of course, my grunginess. So I'm going to make a grungy, tattered, small junk journal. That's what I'm working on. I already have some papers all ripped up. They just need some sewing, and they need some stain, and they need some cinnamon. What do we call it? The cinnamon rust. Yes, we're going to put some cinnamon rust on these pages and just rust them, make them real grungy. Oh, this is upside down? Why is this upside down? Oh, because the papers are upside down. So, working on this. I'm going to try to multitask for the first time since I've been making journals. I'm going to try to multitask. So far, that is the signature. It's going to be one signature. But I figured while I'm working on it, I might as well record it and see if I can craft and talk at the same time. I'm still trying. I'm working on it, guys. Working on it. Holding off on the live sale because I don't know. It didn't feel like I could do it by myself. And then Debbie Ham, I believe, mentioned having somebody be like a moderator. I really don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that. So, I don't know. We'll see. But that's not an emergency. What is an emergency is either tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know what's on my schedule. I'm like crazy. Things have been so crazy. I think I'm gonna do tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm sorry. Tomorrow is Monday. Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to do. I'm gonna upload a video of the new giveaway. So I'm really, really, really excited. I'm so excited, guys. I can't tell you, man. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be really great because you don't have to be a crafter. You don't have to make journals. It's going to be for anyone. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say no more. So I'm just grunging. That's a new word I just made up. I just made up a new word. Grunging. I'm grunging up. I'm getting this grungy because I know I like my grunge. So this is pretty much the same process that I do for the big ones. I'm just going to make it small. I think it would be fun to make a couple of small ones. You know, something to put in my shop. And then I was saying that I'm multitasking because I have decided that I want to make, because I haven't made them in a long time. Let me tell you a story. It's story time on Joe's Jersey Journals. No, it's a story of what I did in the beginning of my journey with junk journaling. And what did I do? I didn't know what I was doing. So I decided, when I first learned about what ephemera was, back in 2018, very, very, very early on, as soon as I realized I loved this, and I opened up a shop in 2019, I said, because it was 2018 when I started, but I think it was like, excuse me, I think it was November of 2018. Yeah. 2018 in November is when I started this. Yes. So, quick jump. We went to 2000. It was 2019. Just like a couple of months. And I learned what ephemera was. And, you know, even though I learned what it was, I still didn't know what I was doing. But I had a lot of book page, magazine pages, some old books, bingo cards, like from when I used to play bingo. Just a bunch, and a lot of little embellishment kind of things. But like, I hate to say it, but it was almost like, I don't know, like dollar store stuff, because I didn't know what I was doing. And it was like a rude awakening how I learned, because I made a bunch of paper envelopes, like just in long ones out of coffee dyed paper, and I kept putting them in my shop and they were selling, and they were really selling good. And I believe I did get some good reviews back from them, except for one. One lady gave me a bad review, and I wasn't upset. I didn't get angry or anything. I'm always, curiosity. Like, why? What did I do wrong? I didn't know what I did wrong. So I contacted her and I asked her, I'm not upset. I just want to know what I did wrong so that I don't make the same mistake twice. And thank God she was so nice about the whole thing. She's like, I honestly really liked it. She said, but some of the ephemera was things that I could buy at my dollar store. And I felt so bad. She kept going on about how much she liked the envelope that I made. And it looked so cute. And I did such a good job, because I believe I did the sewing around the envelope. And then I decorated it with some stuff. And I was still a baby. I was only in it, 4 or 5 months. So I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't realize when you say it's an ephemera kit, people want ephemera, whether it be vintage originals, which is very hard for me. I try to get to like estate sales or whatever, or the thrift shops, and find stuff. And it's really hard in Jersey to get ephemera. So yeah, sometimes, I gotta spend a little money and purchase some ephemera. But so I was very upset with myself, not her, just myself, because I had no business putting. I wish I had one, or pictures that I could show you, because I go back then to now and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? How could I put, and they were cheap. They were like, I didn't overprice them at all. I believe they were like $25, $30 for a little envelope stuffed with different kinds of paper and tickets and tags and ephemera, little embellishment thingies. I put a bunch of little things in that envelope. But she was the one that made me, realize this is not real good ephemera. Get rid of it. It's garbage. Throw it away. So I stopped making them. And I haven't made any ephemera kits, except for that big, large one on my Etsy store that was mostly ephemera letters and stuff from my porch prints That was great. I enjoyed doing that one. That was really, I enjoyed that big envelope with all the bits and pieces on the inside. It was time consuming, but it was great. I loved it. So, but what I've decided is I am going to make some ephemera kits. And I'll show you. I'll probably show you as I go. You know what? Let me put, because I got to put my vintage stain on there. So far, this is where I'm at. I'll show you. I don't know. Can you see this? Okay, so this is just some ledgers that have been coffee dyed. And I'm putting them on the side because they're going to go. Then I had a really cute idea that I remember seeing a while back from, let's see, from Artie Mays. So these are her toppers. I had the time cards, and I believe she did a video on them, and she made like little, almost like matches. These are these little messed up spots here are what are these things called? Liquid pearls. I love this stuff. Liquid pearls. But of course, it wasn't wet. It wasn't dry, and I smooched it. But you know what? It's not perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be old and vintagey, right? Vintage treasures. So I just made some little notebooks. I think I have 2 or 3 done already. I just need to make some more. And I love the idea that they just go tucked in there. This goes tucked in there. So I distressed them. I did some decoupaging, and I put, of course, the cinnamon. I love the cinnamon. I've used the cinnamon so much already, and I like it more, I think, than the regular vintage stain, only because it's got the grit from the cinnamon. And then if you can see, I did some book page collaging and some cheesecloth, and then there's a little piece of lace, and I made a couple of those. And I'm working on some more envelopes. These big envelopes that I make out of my dictionary pages. So, of course, they're stained, they're grungy. They're going to be filled with some, like, letter ephemeras. I have some originals, and then I have some digitals. And I'm going to decorate everything's going to get decorated. And I'm going to probably make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably going to make 6 ephemera kits, because I want each of the kits, excuse me, I want each of the kits to have the exact same thing. So inside this one, now there's 3 of them that are going to have these old vintage mortgage. You know, for the life of me, I can't remember where I got these. And it was recent because I don't remember even having them. But they're like they were old mortgage contracts. So I just split them up in 2. And half is in one envelope, and there's a half in another envelope. And then in here, I'll probably put a ephemera letter, and I'll decorate all of this, and then it's going to go inside the big paper one. And this is my tracing paper, of course. Everything's going to be, it's going to be a grungy vintage ephemera kit. So that'll be with the kit. And this one is almost done. I've just been playing to see where my head's at, like where I want to go with it all. So it's not completed. It's not even close to being completed. I just wanted to see again, like, where I would go with it. I'm going to do a whole thing, and I'm going to show you guys from beginning to end what I did. Oh, the tea is giving me agita. It'll be wrapped with a big coffee stain doily that also has cinnamon on it. This is, I was playing the other night with my bags, with these bags, because I wanted to have a pocket with a pocket. So there's a pocket in the front, and then there's a pocket in the back, and I sewed it all together. And then I'm just literally just sticking things in here that I have more than one of. So I wanted to make sure I had enough for each kit to be exactly the same. Well, you know, close to being the same. So this is going to have tickets, tags, little pieces of ephemera. Like this is a digital ephemera. I think this is shampoo. That, you know, I'm just going to load her up with ephemera. And then it'll have the little booklet. This is another one that I made. They're not going to all be... The booklets are, of course, not going to be all the same. But I thought they look cute. I'll just keep playing around, see what other ideas I come up with. So it's just same thing, just a little notepad with blank papers, coffee-dyed papers in it. And they all go tucked under there. That will be with it. I don't know if I'm going to do more than one card. I'm probably going to do a couple of, this is an altered playing card, and I'll probably do that on camera another day too. I'm sure you've seen it. I backed it to some coffee dyed cardstock, but it's gonna have a lot. I want to make it fun. I did some stamping on here. I just opened the middle and stained it some more. And some washi tape, and then I had a little piece of this flower left over from Linda's journal, so I put a little piece of there, and I held it on with a wax seal, and then put some seam binding on there. So it's, you know, it's pretty cute, I think. But I have a bunch of baked bags, so I figured I might as well use them because they've just been. I bought them a year and a half ago. They're, what are they called? I think they're called I think they were called candy bags. They're on Amazon. So I needed something to do with them because I've had them forever and I haven't done anything. Then once everything's done, I'm just going to include the little doily and then probably wrap it up in muslin or cheesecloth. But I think it'll be a nice little kit. A nice little, whatchamacallit, ephemera kit. So that's what's going on that side of the table. So back to this side of the table. So there's the... Sorry, I'm so cold. I needed a sip of the tea. Sorry. Let's see, which brush? This brush. This is the good brush. So what I'm going to do, what do I usually do? It's pretty grungy, so I don't think I need to paint it with my stain before I do this. I have had a lot of people ask, what's the point? What's the reason of the glue? Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to reinforce this because this spine is flimsy and weak. Or, I don't like sewing on camera because it takes some time. It's noisy. I might be able to pause. I can pause you. Let me move my table. I bought carts. I love carts. Because carts hold a lot of stuff. I want to put tracing paper. Crinkle. This is tea. That's tea dyed. Where's my coffee? Oh, sit. Oh, back. Oh, getting old. Oof, everything hurts. It's the weather. It was raining all week. And then today's 60. I think we're going to go with that. I think I'm going to go with I'll always go with the coffee. Put my tea away. Always go with the coffee. So I want to reinforce. You know what? Let's reinforce this spine. Make it just a little stronger. And I just use masking tape. It's not going to be, you know, a big journal, so I'm not too worried about it. But masking tape is a lifesaver. Why? Because it makes the spine nice and thicker. It makes it thicker. For me, I don't know. The words don't come out too good. It makes it nice and thick. So I'll just do this with the masking tape, and then I'll grungy that up, of course. Because why? Because it's too white. Cream. This is cream. I should be happy with cream. Nope. Nope, I'm not. I'm like a spoiled child. I don't like it. I don't like cream. I do love cream. Do you know cream, bones, natural colors, neutral colors? I love them. They're so pretty. That's just I love them. But yet I come in here and I want to make something really pretty. Like, I don't know. Let's take, for instance, this beautiful wallpaper. Oh my gosh. I love this wallpaper. Look at that pretty wallpaper. Yeah? It's just so pretty. Can I make something with this and leave it this pretty? The challenge is real. I can't do it. I just can't do it. All right, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this grungy, and then I'm going to tear this up a little bit because I want... I love that. No, I know it's not just me because I've heard a couple of other people say the same thing. It's something about the crinkle. What is it about that crinkling noise? Why is it so awesome? I just love the noise. So I'm going to stain that a little bit. Distress it, rather. And then I'm going to sew it to the cover. I'm all over the place when I make journals. I'm working on the inside. I'm working on the outside. I'm working on the middle. I'm working on this. I would like to learn how to just work, unless it's not just me. But I would like to learn how to work on one thing, the journal itself. And then work on this. I don't think I can't. It's not possible. So I want that to overlap onto the spine also. Because this way when you open and close it, you'll hear the crinkle of the spine. Oh, you know what? This is not tracing paper. What a knucklehead. This is, I'll have to save this. This is vellum. I had a plan for something else. This is the tracing paper. It's still got that crinkle. It's still the crinkle. My ruler, because every time I rip tracing paper, it's a hot mess. I don't know why. It's like I'm unable to tear tracing paper down the middle. This is not a problem. Ah! This is not a problem. Well, tonight it is. Tonight it's a problem. Tonight is a problem. See? I like that better. Why? Because I need the crinkle in the inside of the journal. Whoa. Need the crinkle. Alright, so I'm going to distress the edges a little bit. I'm going to distress the middle. Sew it like a mad person. And then... Should I do that? Excuse me. I don't remember how I did that. Actually, I don't remember how I did that at all. Did I do this first? And then, yes, no. Oh, struggling. You know what? I think I did do this first. Does it matter? Nope, 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 nope. Doesn't matter, but I'm not going to do like, I don't want to do big bulky pieces. So I think I was mentioning that someone had asked me, a couple of people actually had asked me, what is the point of the glue inside of my stain? And the glue inside my stain is so that I could decoupage, because you need something to seal, right? So that's what that's for. Let me take this off because I forgot to do this and that and that, and I forgot to do this and this because I'm talking and crafting and I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. Did you notice? I'm doing it. I'm so happy. It's getting more comfortable. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. Look at that. How easy is that? Done. Stain vintage. the pressure that I put, that's why I run through ink like crazy. And then that's why I had to come up with this gorgeous stuff. Because I go through ink really quick. I put a lot of, especially when I'm making something grungy. All right, so, oh, mustn't forget, I do this all the time. I'm going to use black ink to do some stamping. You know, by the way, I could use some help. I seem to struggle with cleaning my stamps. They don't seem to want to clean very nicely. So I'm standing up. I have to stand up. I like when the words and the script comes through the tissue. So I have to make sure that it's dark. I usually would do this with like the vintage photo. But since I want it to come and be seen, you know, through the tissue, I have to use the black. So yeah, I struggle with keeping these clean. I clean it, soap and water, the whole thing. I put them to the side at the end of the night when I'm done, or end of the day when I'm done. I'll go to the kitchen and I'll scrub them with this soap and water, but they don't seem to come very clean. And no, this is not perfect, but nope, that's not enough. Need more stamp. But you know me, I don't like perfect. Okay, so I'll put that right here for now. I won't forget to clean it. But they're so difficult to clean. Ugh, they stay ew. They stay ewy. Okay, so that's nice and that's pretty tight now. Oh. It's actually pretty good. See? It's actually pretty good. So that's the inside. Okay. So let me do some decoupage with the tissue. This is the sewing tissue. I just like how the sewing tissue comes out. There's the vintage stain. So I'm staining and decoupaging. And I don't decoupage it perfectly because I like to tear it once it's dry. Why do I tear it? It makes it look older. I think. And I'm a messy crafter. I craft very messy, I think. Can you tell? So what else can we discuss? What else? Was I telling you guys a story? Wasn't I? The struggle is real with the memory. I get sidetracked, and then I forget. I don't remember. Was I telling you guys a story? This is the first time that I've crafted at night and I recorded a video. So if you hear talking or coughing or sneezing, it's either my husband or my son or my dog. I had to pet sit for my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. My husband's mom and sister, they lived together. After his dad passed away, his sister moved in with his mom. And they got very sick over Christmas. They went, I think, a week before Christmas. And his sister bought Mom a new puppy. They already have one older dog. And I don't know why she bought her a puppy. They wanted a puppy. So she bought a puppy. And then everybody got sick and came down with COVID. So we ran up because the puppy is a lot of work. So we ran up north last Sunday, a week ago. We ran up north last Sunday, picked up the puppy, 10 weeks, 11 weeks old, I think. And it has been, I have a puppy. He's 8 months old, my Aussie. And then I have the pet sitting for the 11-week-old puppy. I'm getting too old for this. Getting too old for this. Puppies. Oh, dear goodness gracious. It's just too much. It's too much. And it's funny because, you know, everything in life happens for a reason. And I believe that completely. After we got the 8-month-old, because we basically got him for our older dog because he's been lonely without my pug and my Shih Tzu that passed away. He's been so lonely, and I can see it. He's not the same, and I felt so bad. So it was more of a rescue. We rescued the 8-month-old when he was. They said he was 8 weeks. He looked like he was 5. He looked like he was 5 weeks old. Even the vet said this dog looks like he's 5 weeks old, and he was kind of suckling. Long story short, we get the puppy for the other guy that's lonely. I'm glad we did. He's been better. He's been happier. He's been eating better. He hasn't been moping. But 2 puppies at once. I have been saying for, I don't know, you know, he's a boy. The big guy's a boy. I want a little girl. I need a little girl. And it was good that I got to pet sit for my mother-in-law, because now I realized I don't want another puppy. I don't. Excuse me. What was I thinking? You know, God brought me that puppy for a reason. He's like, all right, let's give you a little taste of what you're going to go through if you get yourself another puppy, male or female, it doesn't matter. Oh my God, thank God I didn't do it, because it is so hard. Not sleeping, you know, the crazy playing, rough house playing, going out literally every 20 minutes to a half an hour, you know, those little tiny bladders. Oh, I'm exhausted. What a week. What a week. So that's it, guys. I know I can't stay and craft too long, but I think I did okay this time. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better. What do you think? I think so. I feel better. I don't feel nervous. Look, I'm not shaking. I'm not shaking. I'm not nervous. I know somebody told me, or I forgot how it happened because I don't remember anything. But somebody told me that if you don't edit your videos, after a certain amount of time, it just stops recording or something. I don't know. It's never happened. I try not to go too long. Something just hit my back window. And it's dark outside. I'm scared. No, I'm not. What was that, though? I don't know what that was. Alright, so basically this is what I'm going to do tonight. And then maybe I'll make another video tomorrow during the week. And we'll make this together. Oh, that might be, that's an idea. Every time I work on it, I'll do a video. Someone also suggested, I gotta cut this short. I gotta stop talking, and I can't stop talking. Now I can't stop talking. Someone also suggested, I can't remember who it was. I have to go back and look. That I do a video class, I think it was. I was thinking about that after she had mentioned doing a video class on how to make the big journal. But this works good. Especially if why am I getting such hiccupies? I think this works good. And if I get over the nerves, which I think I'm doing, think it's happening, then I'll just turn on the camera and make parts 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to make this one together. Yep. So, you know what? I'm going to stop there. I'm going to let it dry overnight because I'm going to work on my kit, on my ephemera kits. Where do I put this? I don't know. That is it. So until next time, when it's nice and dry, I'll see you guys then. Have a great night. God bless. Everybody stay warm, sleep well. See you soon to announce the new giveaway in a couple of days. Have a great night, guys. Take care.